The Athletic. Just what's the emotions in the immediate aftermath of something where you guys come back 2 games and then have that sort of game to end it?
Well, first, congratulations to the Vegas Golden Knights. You know, I thought they played a perfect elimination game. Came in, they went to another level we didn't get to tonight. Deserved to win, and you know, if we can't win, you know, there's some guys in that dressing room there that I really hope can win a cup. You know, I watched Mark Stone and Jack Eichel and Martinez and Riley Smith rehab, you know, over tons of games and months last year. The adversity that group dealt with last year, and they're healthy now and playing. So, you know, if we can't win, there's a lot of guys in that dressing room that I hope can win a cup with what they've been through. Real disappointed for our group, not in our group, for our group, for the way the season ended, you know, for the time and commitment and energy that group put in to the season. You know, shouldn't end that way, shouldn't feel that way, but that's hockey. I think, you know, it was a case of Vegas went to another level, and, you know, maybe one too many nights of us going to the well in an elimination game. I think that was our 4th. You know, I don't think Vegas has played one yet. Every time you go to an elimination game, you know, it takes a toll physically, mentally. You know, it's hard to refill that tank over and over again. And, you know, I just didn't think there was a lot left tonight.
On the right.
Hi, Pete.
Hey.
Taylor Baird, NHL.com. We hear a lot about how teams have to lose in order to learn how to win. So how can your group build upon this season?
Well, we'll you know, look at everything once we have it and look at it. There's a lot to be proud of. There's only 4 teams left standing out of 32. So, you know, and I don't think at the beginning of the year a lot of people had us penciled as one of them. So there was a lot of work put in by our group, a lot of pride in the work they did. We beat 2 very good teams to get here, Minnesota and Seattle, and they both took a chunk out of us doing it. You know, we didn't have an easy path here, and that takes a toll on you too as you go through. So, you know, we'll see, but you can learn, obviously, every time you lose on what you have to do better.
Left side, second row.
Pete, Derek Van Diest, NHL.com. I just want to go back to that, trying to climb out of that 3-0 hole. There's a reason only 4 teams have been able to do it.
Yeah.
But is it, like you talked about the emotional toll, but is it that and physical and playing from the edge of a cliff every game? I guess, is that kind of all build up?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it does. I think you know, that desperation level, going to that place as a player, you know, takes a lot of energy, and you know, it's hard to refill that when you've got to do it. You're not doing it, you know, once and then going to the next series. You're like we did in Game 7 against Seattle, and then started. You're doing it. You're asking your group to do it four times in a row. So that's tough, especially when you're playing an excellent hockey team on the other side.
In the middle, 4th row.
Hi, Pete. Leah Simakopoulos,
Hey, Leah.
Dallas Morning News. So you talk about kind of being in a tough position in elimination games. We've talked a lot about Jake in elimination games. When you look at how he played tonight, do you see it as if he was kind of put in some tough spots, or
Yeah.
he ran out of gas? How do you analyze his
No,
game?
we put him in some tough spots. You know, you can't ask him to win that game by himself. I think he was part of our group. I think, you know, he went to that place a lot for us through these playoffs and down the stretch. You know, to get seeding. We had an injury to Wedgwood. We asked an awful lot of him. I thought he had a hell of a season. You know, he was our backbone all year, and you know, that game isn't on him. If there's probably, I feel bad for our group. I feel worse, you know, that he ends a season like that, because he doesn't deserve that with how he played this year.
Right side, 3rd row.
Greg Wyshynski, ESPN.
Hey,
Pete,
Greg.
they were able to build a 3-0 lead in the first period twice in your building. Is that them being an elite road team? Is it some deficiency with you guys? What did you see in that case?
Yeah. No, I think that's a fair question. I think, our starts in some games, our starts to series, I think, honestly, I think the series for us, game one, we didn't play well, found a way to climb in, lost in overtime. Game three, we self-destructed, so you hand two games away at this time of year, it's a big ask to get back in. So there's no doubt that was a factor.
Fourth row, right side.
Coach Mac Engel, Telegram.
Hey, Mac.
Was Jake Ottinger or any of your players playing with major injury here in this round?
You don't get to this point in the season without all kinds of injuries. I wouldn't call any major, they wouldn't be out there, but, we had a lot of guys dinged up, and Jake did play through the playoffs with some injuries, yeah.
Last question, front row.
I saw it.
Hey, Pete, you were brought in for a long haul, and like you said, not a lot of people had you guys here. How just impressed are you, or whatever, of your group, the way they kind of bought into you and your system and everything right from the first season?
Yeah, like I said, really, really proud of our group and the hockey we played. And, like I said, I think it's a tough way to end a season when, there's been so many good things that they've done. So that'll take a few days to get over, but I think when we reflect on it, I think, I think they'll be very proud of the work they put in this year. They should be.